Clearly, the focus has been on Prince Andrew, and I understand why, but this isn't really about him. This is about the level of intervention, of influence, even espionage that we've seen from the United Front Work Department in the United Kingdom over recent years. This is a real threat to our economic interests, to our social freedoms, to our academic freedoms. And that's why I think we need to take this much more seriously, and why, as Security Minister, I introduced the Foreign Influence Registration Scheme, and we need to see that brought into action right now. I left it ready to go, with China should have been on the enhanced tier by the end of the year, and I'm afraid the government has let it drift. So
talk to me in more detail then. That's the headline. What are you most concerned about?
So what I'm concerned about is what we're seeing a pattern, a very, very strong pattern of attempts to influence, to change British policy, to even to spy on us, to steal economic secrets, intellectual property and so on.
It was over thus, though, no?
It was ever thus, but the volume is huge now, absolutely huge. We're seeing thousands of people. This is an organisation, the UFWD, is an organisation with $3 billion worth of support from the Chinese Communist Party to spy on not just us, but spy around the world. This is a huge amount of money that they're spending on foreign influence, on foreign espionage, and this is what we're seeing, just the tip of the iceberg here with Prince Andrew. So we need to take this much more seriously, and why the behaviour of Keir Starmer in the G20 in Brazil was so wrong, and why the suggestion that we should have a Chinese super embassy in the City of London is absurd.
But we still need to debate, talk, do business with China, surely?
Of course we do, and we should have it at a working level. We should absolutely have diplomatic representation. We have an embassy in China, they have an embassy here, and it's absolutely right that we should have working level meetings. But I've consistently been critical of those sort of summit-type meetings, the kind that Keir Starmer had in Brazil, or in fact that Rachel Reeves, the Chancellor, is planning to have in January in Beijing. I don't think that's appropriate. I don't think it's appropriate because it's not recognising the reality of the threat, the reality of the challenge that the Chinese state is posing to the British people. What they're trying to do is they're trying to change the way we do business here at home. They're trying to spy on us, they're trying to steal our secrets, and they're trying to make sure that business here in the UK is vulnerable to Chinese interests.